Well, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanthi, I have with me a very interesting clipping from young India. Now, it appears that Gandhiji had a remarkable acquaintance with the variety of clothing used by uh, different sections of the contemporary society. And this clipping is from Young India dated 2nd February 1928. A sister writes, "A year ago, I heard you speaking on the supreme necessity of every one of us wearing khadi and thereupon decided to adopt it. But we are poor people. My husband says that khadi is costly. Belonging as I do to Maharashtra, I wear a sari 9 yards long. Now, if I reduce the length of my sari to 6 yards, there would be a great saving, but the elders will not hear of any such reduction. I reasoned with them that wearing khadi is the more important thing and that the style and length of the sari is absolutely immaterial, but in vain. They say that it is my youth that puts all these newfangled notions into my head, but I expect they will agree to the proposed reduction in length if you are good enough to write to me saying that khadi ought to be used, even at the cost of the style of clothing." Now, this was the letter written by one young lady to Gandhiji. And Gandhiji says, "I have sent the desired reply to the sister, but I take note of her difficulty here as I know that the same difficulty is encountered by many other sisters as well. The letter in question bears witness to the strong patriotic feeling of the writer, for there are not many sisters who, like her, are ready to give up old styles of old customs on their own initiative. The number of such sisters and brothers is legion, as would gladly have Swaraj if it could be attained without suffering any discomfort or incurring any expenditure, and in spite of their sticking to old customs, regardless of their propriety or the reverse. But Swaraj is not such a cheap commodity. To attain Swaraj implies the cultivation of a spirit of self-sacrifice, including the sacrifice of provincialism. Provincialism is a bar not only to the realization of national Swaraj, but also the achievement of provincial autonomy. Women perhaps are more responsible than men for keeping up this narrow spirit. Variety is worth cherishing up to a certain limit, but if the limit is exceeded, amenities and customs masquerading under the name of variety are subversive of nationalism. The Deccani sari is a thing of beauty, but the beauty must be let go if it can be secured only by sacrificing the nation. We should consider the Kutchi style of short sari or the Punjabi odhani to be really artistic if the wearing of khadi can be cheapened and facilitated by their means. The Deccani, Gujarati, Kutchi and Bengali styles of wearing sari are all of them various national styles, and each of them is as national as the rest. Such being the case, preference should be accorded to that style which requires the smallest amount of cloth consistently with the demands of decency. Such is the Kutchi style, which takes up only 3 yards of cloth. That is about half the length of the Gujarati sari, not to mention the saving of trouble in having to carry a smaller weight. If the pachedo and the petticoat are of the same color, one cannot at once make out whether it is only a pachedo or full sari. The mutual exchange and imitation of such national styles is eminently desirable. Well to do people might well keep in their wardrobes all possible provincial styles of clothing. It would be very courteous and patriotic on the part of a Gujarati host and hostess to put on the Bengali style of dress when they entertain Bengali guests and vice versa. But such procedure is open only to the patriotic rich. Patriotic people of the middle and poorer classes should take pride in adopting that particular provincial style which cheapens as well as facilitates the wearing of khadi. And even there, they should fix their eye upon the clothing style of the poorest of the poor. Swadeshi does not mean drowning oneself in one's own little puddle, but making it tributary to the ocean that is the nation. And it can claim to contribute to the ocean only if it is and keeps itself pure. It is therefore clear that only such local or provincial customs should have a nationwide vogue as are not impure or immoral. And when once this truth is grasped, nationalism is transmuted into the enthusiasm of humanity. What is true of clothing is equally true of language, food, etc. As we might imitate the dress of other provinces on a suitable occasion, so might we utilize the language and other things. But at present, all our energy is wasted in the useless, impossible, and fatal attempt to give English the pride of place to the neglect, conscious or unconscious, of our mother tongue, and all the more so of the languages of other provinces. This was the Young India dated 2nd February 1928.